been listening to another Rock the Bells radio exclusive.
Another Rock the Bells radio exclusive.
The Drama Hour, hosted by Papoose.
What's up, y'all? It's Papoose.
Hear it again in the Sirius XM app. Just search Papoose.
Warning. The Drama King is in the building.
We live on the Drama Hour. I already told you I'm bringing nothing but legends on this show, man. On the line right now, man, listen. Around the Clue mixtape era, I would say, man. Not in the beginning, but it was around the time when a lot of the big dogs was kind of like, I won't say on their way out, but they was a little over the hill, and there was a couple niggas out there who was spitting fire, and this nigga was one of them. I gotta say that my nigga, shout out to my nigga Drug Related old man. He always was telling me about this guy, man. Like, yo, I'm telling you, man, this nigga nice. This nigga from Jersey. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with this nigga. So I said, all right, let me hear him. I heard him. I said, okay, I see what's up. But then I remember when he had a record, Jay-Z jumped on the joint. You know what I'm saying? And he did what Hov do. And I was like, yo, what your man gonna do now? And it wasn't even too much long after this crazy nigga responded. I said, yo, I fuck with this nigga, man. And then, you know what I mean? Hold on, not yet. You know what I'm saying? He was able to transition, and to me, he kind of like, you know what I mean, pioneered that podcast shit. He was part of that. But what do I know, man? Who we got on the line?
Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Jersey's finest, Joey, jump off pod father, however you want to call it. Happy New Year.
Yo, Joe, man, listen, we appreciate you for coming up on the Drama Hour, you know what I'm saying? We know you busy. We appreciate it, brother.
No, man, thank you for having me. Honored to be here. Rest in peace, K.
Rest in peace to Slay, man. Real talk. First question I want to ask you, bro. A lot of people come in this game, they have some success, and they get stuck. You know what I'm saying? You came in as an artist, and you was able to make that transition into the podcast game. Not only make that transition, but really do some groundbreaking deals that I feel like kind of created the blueprint for a lot of niggas. They ain't gonna admit it, but I pay attention. Did you always know you wanted to be more than an artist, or is it just something that happened?
The first time I knew that I wanted to really get into broadcasting was when I did Hot 97, and that was Tracy Clarity. Shout out to her, PD at the time. She asked me to do the morning show. I was scared. I was nervous. I had never done it, but I did it. And I had a blast. And I would have continued to do it. But in 2003, 4, whatever year that was, they didn't think that a musician should be on the air also. Like, why are they gonna buy your albums if they could just hear you every morning? So I had to make a tough decision. But I always knew that in retirement, I would try to get back to that.
Wow, that's crazy, man. Speaking about the little exchange back then with you and Hov, you know what I'm saying, which was some lyrical shit, it was some dope shit, man. You know what I mean? That competitive nature back then, man, like, it was like automatically, like nowadays a nigga, some shit like that'll happen and a nigga say, you know what, man, I'm hot right now. This nigga just trying to ride my wave. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna respond, like, and just take the fake high road. But you responded immediately, man. Like, tell us about that, man. Tell us about that hunger, man. How you came back, man.
Yeah, nah, we don't come from that. We don't come from that cloth. Like that era, that 90s, early 2000s shit. Yeah, we were still competing at the time. So, and that was super fly of Hov to do. I didn't think it at the time. I took it as like a big fuck you, because I tried to get him to do the Pump It Up remix. And I didn't have a budget. I didn't have a budget for it. So when he did it for free, I was like, not for free, but when he did his own version, I mean, I was mad about it, but he was also my favorite MC growing up. So, I mean, what an honor. Rugged 23, whatever I was, man. What an honor.
Nah, that was some real shit, man. I mean, you know, I'm one of them hip hop fans that, you know, I want to see blood, man. So when you responded, I was like, you know what? I fuck with this crazy nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like it took you long, man. Like you came back right away. You know what I mean? So
had to. I had to. I couldn't waste. We went right to the studio. Or I was in the studio when Enough started blasting that shit. Man, I put whatever song I was working on right to the side and got to it. You got to shoot the jump shot, even if you don't have a jump shot. You got to make them respect it. A nigga wasn't just gonna take my shit and do that. That was crazy.
Right. Yeah, no, that was classic hip hop moment, man. I want to ask you this, man.
For sure.
If you look at like a lot of the ghettos across America right now, they all gentrified. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to be one of them old niggas. In my day, you know what I'm saying? But I be trying to tell my kids, like, you know, it was a different New York City when I was growing up than what it is now. For you, what was it like growing up?
In
Jersey?
You're gonna sound like a dinosaur.
Yeah, that's how they look at me. They be like, "Come on!" I be trying to explain to them, like, you know.
No,
like,
for real, me
shit.
too. I'd be like, "Yo, the Brooklyn I remember, you couldn't just walk.
Nah, son.
You couldn't just walk with no destination.
No. Who that? Like, niggas wanted to know. Like, I be telling them, like, niggas might have stuck you up for your hat back then. It was the littlest shit. Like,
yes, man. Shit was different back then.
Nah, I be explaining it to them, man. What was it like growing up in Jersey, though, bro? Like, I mean,
have some of that same reservation I had moving around, because it's different. It's just different times today. So, I mean, I'm grateful for that for him, but I'm grateful that I came up when I came up, man, because, man, I just feel like I have so many advantages working in today's soft, sensitive world.
Nah, that's a fact. I always tell niggas that. I always say, yo, listen, man, you know what I mean? Niggas from our era are very valuable now, because we not all of us, but we come from a different cloth, we come from a different time frame, and if you know how to put that shit in motion, man, it's no reason for you to be sitting around here fucked up, man, because a lot of the experiences we had is just not around no more. So we got stories to tell, man, and it's a lot of different things we can do. So I just feel like those from our era are so valuable, man, if we just utilize our knowledge and our experiences, you know what I'm saying, and just let people know how it really was, like how some of this shit started.
That's what it's all about. We got stories to tell, and we have knowledge to apply, right? Like back then, we might have been ill, we might have been talented, but we were young. Now, when it's that experience plus the wisdom at a time where it can be applicable, like, come on, man. I tell these young kids all the time, like, y'all have a viable route, like a route that you could picture to seven-figure money. That didn't exist in the 90s for me and the niggas I was running around with. So, like, you want to just take advantage of that. Ain't no time to waste.
No, that's real shit. I want to ask you this, man, because I got to ask you this question. As an MC, will you ever come out of retirement, ever?
I don't know. Who knows? I don't even think about it, Pat. I don't even think about it. I don't be... maybe 3 times a year I'll get the rhyming words in my head, but I don't never think about coming back. Every time I say a year that I might think about it, the year get here too fast. Like, I used to joke around and say 2025 I might do it, but that shit is next year now. So it's like, I don't know.
I feel like we still getting Joe Budden though. Like, I feel like when you not block talent, but I'm just saying, it's when you got a gift, you know what I'm saying? You retire from it or whatever you do with it, it reroutes and that energy comes out in a different way. I feel like through the podcasting and all the other things you do, and you and Ian and the team, I feel like we're still getting Joe.
No, I couldn't agree. You know I couldn't agree more.
yeah. So, you know what I mean? That's how I look at it. Like, even with your opinion, I'm gonna be honest with you. Certain shit you be saying, you say the shit that I want to say. So I be hitting in like, yo, tell this nigga, man, thank you, man. Because I can't say it. I'm on my corporate shit, you know what I mean? They gonna look at me crazy. But you just be like, yo, this shit right here is trash. I be like, yo, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yo, but the funny shit, I'm on my corporate shit too. It's just a different type of corporate.
Right. But nah, your opinion is like, you know what I mean? You put your opinion in a space where it's like, okay, we want to see what Joe got to say about this shit. You know what I mean? Which is a good thing.
I speak from a unique perspective. Like, I'm one of the very few people that have played in all of these different ballparks. Major label, independent, solo tour, promo tour, work with a group deal, group major deal, reality TV, digital release only, fucking Dat Piff release exclusive. Like whatever we talking about, I've been there for a little bit. Now how successful I was, that's another argument. But I was there. So yeah, man, it's just a privilege and an honor and a gift to, again, be able to apply that knowledge and experience.
Right. This is my last question. I know you're busy. I know you got things to do. I want to ask you this. I ask everybody that come on the show. And the reason why I ask everybody, but the reason why I ask this question is because all of us were inspired by somebody. You know what I mean? And it's a tough question for some people, but I want to know who is your top 5 of all time? Top 5 MCs of all time.
Of all time?
Yeah, top 5. What's your top 5 list? Because I know your shit ain't going to be like these other niggas, you know what I mean? Your shit is going to be, so I want to hear your...
Fucking, let's see. Hove is there. Pac is there. Like, after that, after Hove and Pac, I mean, it's fucking interchangeable. You could just switch it up. Let me see. Who goes there? Who goes after Hove and Pac? Maybe Big. Maybe Big is in there. Who else is in there? Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I looked at all these niggas as food. So, I don't. I didn't really have time to who's the best, who's all right. Like, it always changed a little bit for me.
Yo, Joe, good looking, bro. I appreciate you, my nigga.
Pap, I love you, bro.
Love you, bro. Keep doing what you're doing, man. You killing them.
You too, nigga.
No doubt. One.
Rest in peace, K. Slay, Drama King. We love you and we miss you. Joey.